Pennsylvania Plow Day is tomorrow. Ugh. I've had a couple people asking where the update videos are. Taking a couple clips. Didn't really like any of them, but here they are. All right, tubes. 1 month. We got 1 month until Plow Day. Yeah, it's sneaking up on us, that's for sure. It seems like just yesterday that it was 2 months out, or even 3 months out, or what have you. We got a lot of work to do, and in typical fashion, not a whole lot of time to get it done. We're gonna try and plow at night this year, and currently only the 67 Suburban 10 has functioning lights. The 8XL has no electrical equipment on it whatsoever, and the big diesel doesn't charge currently. In addition to that, I'm gonna try to actually build a functional hood hinge on the big diesel, because I'm not gonna wire up lights on it the correct way and then have to like unplug them every time I want to take the hood off, because that's bullshit and that's not the right way to do it. The little tractor, all it really needs is a 1-wire alternator, a battery, and then the rest of it is very easy. You saw the kind of teaser video of the triple. That's pretty cool. All right, well, we're out in the shop today, and we got a package from Miller Tire. So, let's check it out and see what we got. We got a rim, catalog, and an invoice. Put them somewhere. Another rim. And 2 centers. Basically, these are 12 by 10.5, and these are going to be for the silver tractor. Reason being is the ones that I have on there now, which are originally John Deere wheels, started to rust out, and you know, just figured, let's put new wheels on it, you know, because I don't want to put tubes in those, and you know, I'd rather have them filled with fluid, and you can tube them and have them filled with fluid, but it's a pain in the ass. Plus, these are an inch wider, so the tires will be a little bit more squared off. So we got to weld these bad boys up. That's what these centers are for. So this will kind of sit in the wheel, and we'll kind of pound it into place and so on, and ticky-tacky, and then get everything where it's got to be, and then slap some paint on them. Well, we got one down. Goes together pretty nice and easy. So now we just gotta do the other one and slap some paint on them. So I figured I'd just show you the process real quick, in case anyone does this in the future. Maybe this will help. The centers you have to hammer in, so use a piece of wood, big sledge, and we're roughly going for like 4 inches from the face of the wheel out. So that's about where we're at. A little bit shy of that, which just means they're gonna stick out a little extra. Nothing wrong with that. So to get a consistent measurement from each 4 corners, I just put the tape up against the wheel weight bolt hole, and I get about 3 1/8, and then I do that for all 4, and then I tack them, and then I check them again, and then what I'm going to do is tack them from the back, and then weld out the front, and then weld out the back. So we're going to paint the insides, obviously, as you can see, black, just because that Rust-Oleum high performance enamel, as far as I'm concerned, is the best paint. you can get in a rattle can, and super durable, dries quick, good stuff, looks good. So the outsides of the wheels will be silver, but I just figured I had plenty of black, and I know it's good paint, so we'll stick that on the inside to help protect this from rusting and whatnot. So now we're gonna go pick up some clear coat, keep working on the other paint projects. Little diesel update here on the 8XL. Chugging away, preparing for Plow Day, which is very intimidatingly only 3 weeks away. There's the big addition, is the return of the electric starter. So we had to kind of reconfigure the clutch a little bit, make some room for it, and stab that thing back in there. So because of that, we're also going to have a full wiring harness on this thing now. So I was doing some work with the installation of a rear light, as well as for the fronts, got these PAR 36 LEDs from Super Bright LEDs, and those are to replace the 30 watt or 33 watt halogens. So I've been working on the electrical side of things, and as you can tell, we're not over at the regular shop. We're at Louis, or we're not at Louis. We're at Kyle's, and Kyle is working on somewhere over here. He's working on a throttle mechanism. So this thing is going to have a throttle for the first time, as opposed to having to reach down into the front grille here and whatnot. So that'll be nice, particularly for Austin, since he typically spends most of the weekend on this one. But you know, the goal is to make it kind of turnkey, if you will. So we're going to have the headlights and the tail light, which I need to get a new lens and a bulb for. Those are going to be on the same circuit, and then this rear work light is going to be on its own circuit. We did get a battery for it, which we got to throw in there, but we're just plugging away. I got to do some work to the steering. So 3 weeks away, and we figured we'd get this one ready, and then I got to go, you know, got to get some work done on the other two as well. But I'll keep you updated as we progress on this thing. Well, as my good friend 5 Tractor Guy said in his last video, it's yesterday's tomorrow, which makes it today. Here's an update. Obviously the wiring still needs to be zip tied and loomed and all that, but I'll show you what's what. Gonna have to get the decomp valve to... Actually, this is a two-handed operation now that I think about it. Well, I'm just gonna have to send it, I guess. So you can see the electric start works. The current throttle design doesn't allow shutting it off via the throttle mechanism, so we're gonna have to revisit that. But a couple other things we got done. Got headlights are working, and the rear work light works as well. The color tone, or the heat tone, or whatever you call it, of the lights is slightly different. The fronts are more kind of a soft white, like a halogen would be, and the rear is very clearly an LED, but that's all right. So as far as things left to do on this, it's really just tidy up the wiring, replace the tail light, and finish the throttle, and then this thing's ready to go. Gonna add an alternator to it, which I'll do that in a separate video. this big thing, this big ugly fucking piece of shit. This thing needs some TLC. I gotta dig out my new ignition switch for it, put that in there, clean up some wiring, new glow plug controller, and gonna paint some stuff and make it look better. Hang my suitcase weights, all 4 of them again. So this thing's kind of sad looking right now, but that's only because it's just basically been sitting since last plow day, because plow day is really the only reason I have to get these things out anymore. So we'll give it some TLC. Stay tuned. Well, some of you have been asking for a PA plow day update. Unfortunately, I don't have very good news. The silver tractor will not be going this year, which means that the 3-bottom plow we're gonna have to put off until 2020, because I don't have anything else that'll pull it besides this thing. As you can see, it's pretty far apart at the moment. Trying to chase down some electrical problems, make a new exhaust because the last one broke. Just, you know, not looking good for this thing this year. So probably just gonna bring the 2 orange ones, each with a single plow, which is kind of a bummer, but it is what it is. The little orange one is right here. The 10 is up at the house. So this thing is mostly ready to go. It just needs an oil change and throttle issues worked out on it. But I don't think the big one's gonna go. Too many things wrong with it, too little time to fix it. I was trying to make some progress on it today, but I think all effort right now is pretty much futile. So, sorry to disappoint, but away she goes. I did get my tires on. My new wheels, pretty wide, pretty ridiculously wide. But not gonna be able to use them this year because this thing ain't going. So that's really all I have. I just figured I'd pacify the people that have asked, and I'll see you guys in the next one.